Today's video is full of major updates, fresh drama, unexpected leaks, and behind-the-scenes dev decisions that could change everything. And yes, there's a rumor going around that the devs might actually remove 1x1x1 from the game and replace them with a completely new killer, Flowers. I'll show you what I found near the end of the video, so stick around till the very end to see the full story. Smash that like button if you're ready. Let's dive in. Let's kick things off with two big drama waves hitting the Forsaken community, one about a suspicious AI-generated track linked to the game, and another about a shady copycat version of Forsaken itself. Now, on to the next spicy drama, and it's a wild one. A game called Evil Forsaken has popped up recently and stirred a whole lot of trouble. While I haven't tried it myself, what's clear is that it's packed with stolen content, not just from Forsaken, but also from games like PC2 and others. Whether it's a full-on ripoff or not is up for debate, but the asset theft, that part's confirmed. Naturally, the Forsaken devs weren't having it. They hit the copy with a DMCA takedown and got it completely booted off Roblox. But instead of staying quiet, the evil Forsaken devs fired back with a public statement trying to shift the narrative. You're seeing it on screen right now, and let's just say it didn't land well. Their response backfired hard. The community instantly called them out for what started it all. Blatant theft from multiple Roblox games, especially Forsaken. Even Hideko stepped in with a public statement to set things straight. This whole situation is absolute madness, and trust me, I could go on about it for hours. But I'll let you all dive into the comments and battle it out. I'm just here to drop the facts and keep you posted on what's really going down in the Forsaken world. Now let's shift gears to a set of intriguing leaks involving Bluudude and 1x1x1x1. Just recently, two renders surfaced on Twitter. The first one being a hazy image of a spider tangled in a web with a blue blur in the background. Based on the visual hints, many suspect it's part of the full 226w6 model, specifically the part showing his signature hat design. The second leaked image is even more cryptic. It either shows a blue figure mid-impact with a car or just weirdly positioned on a wooden plank, but the community is leaning toward the wild theory that it's Bluudude getting run over. If that's true, it might tie directly to Bluudude himself, or possibly even to the infamous 11808's render. Here's the kicker. The person who leaked the image is none other than Bluudude's own creator. That seriously boosts the chance that both of these renders are directly tied to Bluudude and 226w6. It all lines up with the devs' earlier tease. They confirmed that Bluudude's and Pretty Princess's parents will eventually appear in-game. These two might be exactly that. Let's talk about the Forsaken music drama. Recently, there is apparently a song for Forsaken that was posted in Spotify. This song is titled Fool and is even posted by the Forsaken sound team. The song in itself sounded like it's made by AI, and even the song icon looks like it's made by an AI. Don't take my words for it. Many people think that this song is AI. Now, I won't play the song here in case of copyright strikes, but if you want to hear it for yourself, then I'll put a link to it in the description. That said though, having a song that is actually made by an AI is bad news, because if someone uses AI to replace a creative job like making music and whatnot, it can really hurt their reputation a lot, and I think this has somewhat forced Hideko to speak up and clarify about the situation. Based on my understandings, we do not know if this song is AI or not, as it was never confirmed. Though I am leaning towards the idea that it might be AI. However, Hideko did clarify that this song is not made by them, and is apparently a song that was placed under the name of the Forsaken sound team in Spotify. This apparently happened because of how DistroKid works, but I won't go deep into it because I don't know those things too well. Hideko further said that they won't ever be using AI for the game, especially in the creative works field like music or art, which is good news to hear. Unfortunately though, this song will still be there for a couple of days before it will be removed, but this issue is getting resolved as we speak. Next up, there is an important shift happening behind the scenes. Forsaken devs are officially dialing back on how many leaks they release to the public. This decision connects to the Flowers storyline, so hang on. It all started when Hitako responded to a tweet criticizing the devs for teasing fresh content right after creation, even if there's a good chance it'll be scrapped or canceled later on. One prime example is the infamous Sonic XE killer. It was hyped through early leaks and then abruptly scrapped, leaving fans frustrated. And honestly, this pattern's been brewing for a while now. In his response, Hitako admitted that the team may have teased more than they should and confirmed they're scaling back to avoid revealing anything that's not solidly planned for release. Hitako didn't stop there. He followed up with another post, revealing that tons of stuff is currently in development. Even for the character Flowers, things are quietly progressing behind the scenes. But he emphasized that nothing will be teased unless it's confirmed to release soon, doubling down on the new leak policy. This could mean that Kara's now involved in developing Flowers, which is pretty exciting if you've been waiting on that character. It definitely hints that Flowers might actually join the game in the future. Of course, it's all speculation for now, but Hitako's comments suggest that the character is already in early production stages. To wrap up the Flowers topic, there's been a wave of misinformation about the character lately. Vibing Leaf stepped in on Twitter to clarify that the model he created for Flowers isn't for Forsaken at all. Instead, it was designed specifically for a standalone game centered entirely around the Flowers character. The confusion likely came from fans assuming that Vibing Leaf's design was meant for Forsaken, which it's definitely not. That association took off online, but now we know for sure that it's unrelated to the Forsaken universe. And now, before we wrap this up, I stumbled across something insane on Reddit, and I had to include it in this video. Allegedly, there's a leaked screenshot floating around that claims Flowers is going to replace 1x1x1x1 entirely in the game. Yeah, you heard that right. The classic killer might actually get removed and replaced. If that's true, it would be one of the most drastic shakeups Forsaken has ever seen. I mean, removing one Genauza's presence stained under one? That's like rewriting the game's identity. But hold on, this could also just be bait. Maybe even a well-made fake designed to mess with the community. So, what do you guys think? Is this real or just someone trying to stir the pot for attention? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm seriously curious where you all stand on this.